Hello everyone, welcome to the Teacher Appreciation Week of 2024. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Marily Sanchez and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Florida. I'm coming to you for my planning time. My students just went to specials. They have PE today. And this morning I started with my Block 1, my advanced learners. They were working all period long under Wonders Unit 6 Week 5 assessment, which included 2 different poems for them to answer questions. And then they worked on their I Ready minutes. I had a few students already finish their I Ready requirement this morning. Everyone else will keep working on it throughout the week. Now I have my Block 2, which is my ELO learners, and they've also been working on their scaffolded reading test, which I'll show you right now. So this is the scaffolded test. They just need to read the first poem of the 2 passages that are in this regular assessment. This one talks about freedom. And then students needed to answer questions related to theme, to details in the poem, also metaphors. So they have this fill in the blank. And they also had a speaker's perspective question. And again, another one on the theme. They needed to pick 2. As they're finishing the test, they're also working on their I Ready minutes, but I did have them put away their computers before they went on PE because I want to continue having them work on their personal narrative of a moment that they worked really hard to accomplish something. So, since it's Teacher Appreciation Week, I went ahead and bought some things for the teachers in my 4th grade team. There's a total of 6 of us, including myself. And this is what I'm putting together for them, and I want to give them in the next couple minutes. So I got this bundle, which came with 6 glass cups that says, "Sometimes you forget you're awesome." So this is your reminder, and they have the bamboo top, and they do come with glass straws and a little brush to clean the straw. So one for each person. And it also came with these little baggies and these keychains that say the same thing. So I am fitting everything inside of the little baggies so that they can have everything in there. Additionally, I bought this 6-pack of 3 different designs of coasters that are like in the mandala design. They're so pretty. And then I bought these bags to put it as a gift for them, and this tissue paper. So I'm going to put them all together and I'm going to show you how they look. Here are all the bags all put together and ready to be delivered. I have returned from delivering the bags to the teachers in my team. The only 2 bags I have left are for my co-teacher who is not here today and mine. But I wanted to show you because today the PTSA along with administration did something really nice for us to kick off Teacher Appreciation Week. We're doing something through the decades. If I find the calendar somewhere, I'll show you. I think I have it. Yeah, here it is. Here is the Teacher Appreciation calendar for this week. So as you can see across the decades. So today is a 70s day. I'll show you my shirt later. Tomorrow is Y2K, so a graphic tee. I have a shirt that I bought for that. It's just a graphic tee. And then on Wednesday is an 80s. Thursday is 90s, I believe. And I'm sorry. When I say I believe, I can't really see the letters right now because they're so tiny. And Friday is Freestyle Friday. So that's what we have planned for this week. So today during our lunch, well, at breakfast, they had Dunkin' Donuts and coffee for us. But I'm not eating donuts in the morning. But they did have chips and salsa. So there's chips in here, salsa and salsa verde or guacamole salsa, I think. So I'm going to enjoy that now as a little snack. One of my students gave me a little bag with this tag for your baggage. It says, "And so the adventure begins." So it's really cute and it's a little first gift. So it'll be neat because if I go traveling, this is what I'll put on my baggage. Another thing I wanted to show you is that I finished my IPEX documentation binder, and I have my teacher assignment request form on this side. I have my IPEX documentation sheet, and then I have all the artifacts for my different professional standards. So this is for knowledge of learners, and I included the survey that I used. This is for my multiple intelligences survey, along with the survey. And this is for my student interest areas for both classes. And some information about students that I'm going to skip, followed by instructional planning, which has some samples of my lesson plans, as well as my small group intervention setup and pictures of things that I have in my classroom set up for that. Then instructional delivery and engagement. I have my Attack the Castle along with Race to the Finish, my use of vocabulary, and then we turn to assessment, which has all their assessment data. So I'm just going to skip that. After that, we have communication. So it has my communication log, my samples of my Class Dojo messages to parents, as well as emails that I've used to communicate with parents, teachers, all stakeholders, and also grade level meeting agendas. So all that is put there. So let me just skip to the next section. I also included for communication how I work with the Department of Advanced Academics for my district to revise the report card novel study. So this is what I created, the whole different novel study along with some activities. So these are the chapter summaries and these are the annotations. And these are some question test cards that I created to go along with that novel study as well. I also shared this presentation that I made on Canva with the Department of Advanced Academics because they were ready to share this information with teachers at a training. So I went ahead and just gave my ideas and shared it with them. And of course, my writing review Google slide that I shared with teachers in 4th and 5th grade. Then it's the professionalism standard. So it has a printout of my PDs that I've done, as well as some notes from other PDs and some of the professional learning books that I read. So the writing rope, shifting the balance, and retrieval practice. And of course, the fact that I was a sponsor of the Minecraft Club for the 2nd year. And I also showed, of course, my YouTube channel. Oh, and this, Literacy Night and STEM Night. So I put a collage because I made escape rooms for both of those nights. One was for math, one was for reading. Of course, my YouTube channel. And for my learning environment, I just put this collage of my classroom. Just wrapped up Monday. The students went home. We did dismissal. I forgot to show you. I got this bag. This is the bag that we got from PTSA. And they gave us a shirt on the inside. This one happens to be I Love the 80s. And they did send us a survey. And this is one of my favorite decades. So maybe that's why I got the 80s. Because another teacher friend of mine, she got the 70s. So cute. So I love that. And my ESOL students were working on the writing after they finished their iReady and testing. So as you remember, we were doing brainstorming first. Then we did storyboarding. So I showed them really quickly how I did that. And they were starting to work on writing their story, their personal narrative, on a time they tried their hardest to do something. So that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. It's the end of the day, Tuesday, and I'm tired. I've been working on a few things. I'm going to show you one of them before I end this clip. But I started with my block 2 this morning, my ELL students, and they started by working on iReady this morning. After that, we went ahead and read a passage from our Measure Up reading test so that we can, continue our crunch time, and reread an Iroquois tale. And the students then worked on answering questions. So here is the test, and this is the passage that we read today. It goes up to here, and then students needed to answer questions on different details and information from the passage, including character description, as well as what can we include in a summary, vocabulary, again, more details to describe the characters and the information the author chose. And the last question was, again, on theme. We didn't have a chance to do our review game today, so we'll go ahead and catch up on that tomorrow. And then I had my block 1, which are my advanced group. They're my homeroom students. As soon as they came in to the class, I told them to take out their magnetic reading books and start working on the Unit 2 assessment. So this was the classroom screen for my block 1. We didn't get to some of the things because I, again, overplanned. And this is my block 1 this afternoon. So the first classroom screen was my block 2 this morning, and this one is for my block 1. So we only got to do that because I had some students also working on the assessment from yesterday since they were absent. And this is the unit assessment for magnetic reading. So they had a passage that had sequence. They needed to answer those questions. And then they have ready for liftoff. And they had to go ahead and answer these questions. As you can see, some of them are based on vocabulary. Then they had their short response as well as the extended response. So that's pretty much what they worked on. I didn't have time to do the review game and then had to deal with certain behaviors at the end of the day, which got me thinking on a way that I can encourage them, because I specifically, gave a shout out to students that I didn't have to call their attention. They were focused, they were doing what they needed to do. So I started thinking and I came up with this. Not sure how it's going to go, not sure if I'm going to keep it long term. We only have, as of tomorrow, 20 days of school left. But I'm trying to do something to, get them to do what they need to do in class so we can optimize their learning environment. So I went and created this background on Canva and on Classroom Screen, because that's where we are right now. And the toolbar for Classroom Screen is down here. I just have it in full size. I went ahead and uploaded their little Minecraft characters that I have on Class Dojo as well. So if a student is absent, we can just put them down here because they're just chilling because they're not in school. But if students make a not great decision and they're giving a warning, they get to move to warning. And again, they can move to uh-oh. And at the end of the day, I really want to praise the students that remained an outstanding. So I made it look kind of like a video game. I also made it look a little bit like Minecraft as well. So I created one for my block 1 and of course another one for my block 2. I'll definitely let you know how this goes and how the students respond to it. I'm just trying to reflect and see what I can do to optimize our learning. If you have any suggestions, please go ahead, especially when it comes to increasing student intrinsic motivation so I don't have to focus so much on extrinsic motivation. Anyway, that's all for today. Oh, and before that, I need to show you what I got for Teacher Appreciation today. So one of the parents and their student sent a little words project bracelet, which is right here, right in front of the silvery one. The one with the little eye. That's the one that I got from the parent from the Little Words project. And that parent also gave me this, which I think it's like for your lips, but it's clear. Okay. And at the bottom, it just says lavender. And a student gave me this beautiful candle. Check it out. It's so nice. And another student gave me this very cute cup. So those are my little gifts for today. I also had another student who had their parents sent a digital Amazon gift card, so I was very grateful for that as well. And also this morning, the PTSA had a continental breakfast, so I just grabbed an apple and a water bottle, and I'm very grateful for the PTSA. Tomorrow, they're actually going to provide us with lunch after school, so a little luncheon, and tomorrow's 80s day, so I'll be wearing my 80s shirt, which reminds me, I don't know if I showed you my shirt from yesterday. Let's do a fit check because today was Y2K or just wear a graphic tee. So I am currently wearing a graphic tee. So my graphic tee for today is in my teacher era, and I just have my Croc sandals with like brick colored pants that kind of match, and that's it. All right, so that's it for today, Tuesday. I will let you know what happens tomorrow for Wednesday. Hello, everyone. It's the end of the day, Wednesday, and today is 80s day. And we had a luncheon in the cafeteria just now. We wrapped up, and I just came up to the classroom to grab my things and get going for today. So it was a really nice luncheon. They had food for us, they had music, they had different decorations across the decades. So it was super sweet. Let me give you a fit check for today because I am wearing my I Love the 80s shirt that I recently bought on Amazon. So here we are with my side ponytail. I love the 80s. I love how vibrant it is. My jeans, and I am wearing my Converse shoes that have doodles on them. Super cute. So yes, that's how we wrapped up today, Wednesday. This morning I started with my block 1, which is my advanced learners, and they were working on making sure they finished their iReady. If they were done with iReady, then they can move on to iReady Math, do some reflex math, FRAX, and My On Reading. And the students that were doing My On Reading, they could do the book report for extra credit. And then we started going over the review game for the Unit 2 assessment in magnetic reading, which is our iReady or Curriculum Associates resource for testing. I had already shown you this before, but my students have it in their own books. So this one was on sequencing. And then they had this one, which dealt with different vocabulary questions, as well as central idea. And they had extended and short response. So with that class, we did the race to the finish game. And then when I had my block 2 this afternoon, we went ahead and finished going over the questions, or actually we did the review game for the questions they started the other day, which I had shown you previously. So we went over the questions for this passage, and then we read the poem, The Children's Hour, and then we also went ahead and had the questions for this. This is from our Measuring Up resource. And for my block 2, I actually ended up doing a new review game, which is Connect 4. So they have their tokens here, and they can just pull from the ones that I have here so that they can put them around the board so that they can try to make a connection. As you can see, Gold Team made a connection, and then they started going again. So it's as many connections as they can get in the Connect 4 game. And then after they went ahead and did the game for this passage, then they went and did the one from the magnetic reading. So we continued the game with them. And I also wanted to show you the other board for the other class. So as you can see, now Redstone is on the lead, and we have all these other teams, which we're going to continue this game until we get someone to the finish. The reason why the other class did the Connect 4 is because they already finished this game board, so I wanted to kind of keep it novel and do a different game with them. I have to tell you, they were super engaged doing the Connect 4. They really like it. I can see their competitiveness, but it wasn't a boring review. It wasn't just sitting down, reading a passage and answering questions, and it was filled with energy, with excitement. They wanted to answer questions. Even when we finished the first passage, they were like, oh my God, do we have another one? Do we have another one? And this is my ESOL class. And they were doing such a great job. So I'm really, really proud of them. And I'm a happy teacher. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the end of the day, Thursday. It's been another great Teacher Appreciation Weekday. I want to show you all the goodies that we got today for Teacher Appreciation. Then I'm going to show you my shirt, and then I'll tell you the rest of today. So today is the 90s, and we got some treats as well as some games. So we got some jacks, and this little snake thing that you can, bend and turn different things. Our PTSA president made a little dog. We got Pop Rocks. We got a ring pop. We got a big, big lollipop. So, and of course, popcorn. Yummy. So a special thank you and a big shout out to the PTSA and our administration as well. And here's my shirt for today, since it's like the 90s kind of jam, which you can tell my hair. I went with the little butterfly clips that were big in the 90s. And I remember because I was a teenager in the 90s. But here is my shirt for today. Here it is. 4th grade is my jam. I have a white shirt with a boombox there. So yeah, along with the butterfly clips, really cute. As for today, my goodness, I guess physically I'm not feeling well. So today was a struggle for me. I'm just feeling very weak and tired and achy. I don't think I'm getting sick, but it's the time of the year, I guess. And this morning I started with my block 2, which is my ELL students that were working on making sure they finished their iReady and Imagine Learning. And then we finished our Unit 2 for magnetic reading by reading the second passage and answering the questions doing our review game. So this is how that game board looks now. So we continued on with our Connect 4. As you can see, gold still has a point. More little chips went on the board, as you can see. Emerald's about to score if they can get in, and red is about to score in a moment because nobody else will be able to block them unless they figure out what they're doing. And I think, iron was trying to go this way, but diamond blocked them. So it's been an interesting game, and I can just clear the list and we can restart tomorrow. Then it was time to have my block 1, which I had this afternoon. They were working on magnetic reading unit 3 test. So that's what they were mostly working on today, since they needed to answer the questions for both passages and the extended and short response, which I gave them a sheet to help them with that. And this is what that looks like. So I gave them a frame for the first one, which went over figurative language, and a frame for the second one, which went over primary and secondary sources. So tomorrow, as soon as they come in, we're going to be doing a game with this. They asked if they could do the Connect 4 game, so it'd be really cool what they ended up doing with that, or what they end up doing with that, I should say. And then I have some quizzes games to review figurative language, text structure, and text features. So I'll let you know how that goes, but I am feeling, like I said, very exhausted. So, oh, and by the way, something really cool happened towards the end of the day. They've been doing this since we're doing teacher appreciation across the decades. They've been doing like this, like radio host coming on the announcements at a certain time in a day and saying, if we have the 7th caller that knows the name of the song plus the artist, you know, you'll win a prize. So every day has been something. I tried for a few days to get in. One day, I think I was a color that was not the color that they were looking for. Another day I just couldn't get through because it was busy. The first day they did it, I just didn't really pay attention to what was happening. But today I got it. They were playing Torn by Natalie Imbruglia, and I won. I became the 9th caller because they were waiting for the 9th caller. I called first and I was caller 6, and I'm like, okay, wait, I'll hang up, wait a few seconds and call back. I was caller 9. So yay me. So now I'm going to go to the office and figure out what it is. So I'll let you know tomorrow what I won. But at least it ended on a pretty good day. I mean, a pretty good note, or high note, I should say. All right, enough babbling. I'm going to go home and rest, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the end of the day, Friday of week 35. We have made it through another 5-day school week, and also right before our state assessment, which will be next week, Monday and Tuesday. It's been a pretty eventful day. I started this morning with my block 1. They were working on doing their magnetic reading unit 3 assessment review game. This time they did the Connect 4 game, and they did pretty well. I'll show you in a moment their scoreboard. And then after that, we were reviewing some other things using a quizzes. So quizzes has some new game types. One of them is the classic mode, of course. So we played 2 games of classic mode. The first one was for figurative language. The second one was for text features and text structure. The last one, though, we played the mastery mode, which they have to climb a mountain, and they pretty much get the same questions asked of them. If they get questions wrong, it'll just cycle through and they'll be asked it later on as they keep progressing through the mountain. And they really loved it. I heard some of them say, oh my God, this is better than Kahoot. They got to customize their little avatar, and they saw their little avatar going up the mountain. And then at the end, it gave the results in different categories, which was really fun and something that I haven't tried. And I was really pleasant to see the new changes in quizzes. I don't know how long the changes have been there, but if you haven't checked out quizzes in a while, be sure to do so, because it was really engaging and the students were having a great fun, I should say, and a good time reviewing those things. So the last quiz that we did was on idioms, adages, and proverbs, and that's the one that they did in the Mastery Climb. Now for my block 2, my ELL students, I had some data chats with them to let them know how they can, improve their score next week. I just need them to move a little bit so that they can have those learning gains, because a lot of them won't have proficiency because they're just still learning the language. They're ESOL level 1s and 2s. But we went ahead and did the quizzes games. We got to do 2 of them, the figurative language one and the text features and text structure. So for both of those, because I saw how engaging my block 1 was, I only did the mastery one, but I did 2 different themes of the mastery one. And they were having a great time. And again, it showed different levels or categories of where the students ended up at. And they actually loved it. They're like, oh my God, I love this, because even if I get it wrong, I have opportunities to improve and get it better. So that was really great. And that was our day. I also had my summative meeting today where I get my score on my teacher evaluation, and I got a good score. I'm very happy with it. And they returned my IPEX binder, and the assistant principal that led my summative evaluation said that the binder was great because everything was laid out perfectly, and he went through all the standards, and I was very happy with my evaluation. So that was great. And I also had a parent drop off some gifts. Students gave me this morning some flowers, and they were so cute. I have really been enjoying this week. Teacher Appreciation Mother's Day weekend, of course, is coming this weekend. In 2 days is Mother's Day. And I'm getting ready to enjoy my weekend. Let me give you a fit check. It is not the best one, I feel, but it's a comfy one. So I am wearing the 80s shirt that I got from the PTSA because it's my favorite decade. Just wearing some pants and my Converse again. You know, pretty chill, laid back. I didn't have energy today for makeup, so it's all natural today. But all in all, it has been a pretty good day. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap up things now and get ready to go home, and I will see you next week for week 36. That's it, 4 more weeks and the school year comes to an end. Part of me doesn't want it to end because I have really been enjoying my year with my students. All right, so I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile.
Hello dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you because you are capable of great things. See you next time.